Good morning. My name is Kyle Dozier, and I wanted to go ahead and share my identities that I believe people hold me to when they see me and they know me um, in a cursory, sort of informal manner. And then I wanted to share the identities that are core and fundamental to me. So, I took a shoebox and I decorated five sides of it with various pictures to explain who people know me as from the outside. The first one is being a very much heterosexual male who does believe, that relationships are only between man and women, and I know that can be constricting. In this class that talks about diversity and inclusion of various things, and that's one thing that's I know that I will struggle with as we go through this course. I know that it's not everybody shares the same view, but when people see me as a person, they know right off the bat that I'm your typical heterosexual male. I am married, as indicated, well, by this picture up here in the corner as well, which I now just noticed. Um, and marriage between one male, one female has always been something that's very important to me. Um, the next identity is this male sitting, watching TV, trying to get out the way of the female that is doing housework. I do feel that some of the people that I encounter probably feel that I might be a stereotypical male in that, my wife does all the cleaning, and as soon as I get home, I'm propped up doing nothing, being a male chauvinist. And I wanted to indicate that that's extremely not true, but I think that's how some people see me. I do a lot of cleaning, a lot of dishes, a lot of stuff to keep me busy, not just lounging around. My wife even tells me that I have a problem with not just sitting down and just being content to do nothing for a little bit. So that's how I think some people see me, but it's not very true. My third identity, I think people see me as, is the very, very, very conservative. I think a lot of people see me as a hardcore conservative male. I will say it was true in the past. It's not as much anymore. In general, I think the hardcore conservative in me has left, and it's more, if I am being completely honest, it's more uh, mild conservative, midline, not very democratic, but there are some points which I agree with Democrats more than conservatives on. And that's something I never thought I'd say when I got to this age. But I'm seen as a conservative from the outside, being a white male. But it's not very true anymore. Um, and truth be told, I don't really care about politics anymore. Um, I don't vote very much. I know that's going to upset people, but uh, I just don't vote very much because it's just not a good political situation nowadays. No matter which party you choose, is what I honestly think. So, my fourth identity that I'm perceived as, this guy is something we call a nerd, and I guess it's based on my physical looks. But a lot of people, when they see me, they see I've got, just my glasses, I'm skinny, I'm white. A lot of people assume that I am a nerd, that I am an overachiever, I'm a geek, all I do is read books. Very not true. I am an overachiever when it comes to doing various projects, and I expect to hold myself to doing a great job in various things, including school, including projects around the house. But a lot of people at work will even come up to me and say, "Hey, Kyle, you look smart." And I think, here we go. And they'll ask me questions about certain things I really honestly don't have the answer to. And it's kind of weird. But I am not a nerd. Um, I overachieve, but I'm not your typical geeky, uh, um, bookworm sort of geek that people think when they see me. My fifth identity that people see me as is a white collared worker. This is more or less true. I thought about putting blue collared, but I'm not a factory worker or anything to that nature. And if we're being honest, the field we're getting into with social work is a white collar job. And I've been doing social work type of things for a very, very long time. Um, People associate white collar jobs with having a very decent paycheck above a blue collar, and that's not true in the jobs that I've worked. I've worked very many years and earned just above the federal poverty limit full time working with a degree. So I've earned, I think blue collar workers have actually earned more than I have, but for all intents and purposes, I am still a white collared worker, and I think that's what we're all going to be when we finish with our degrees. Now, for the interior of my box, core fundamentals of who I am. Now, this is going to be reversed because of the camera, but this is electric bass strings. It's flipped around, but me as a core person, I am a musician. Not a lot of people know that, but I have a very in-depth passion for bass as an instrument, and I study it a lot, and I very much enjoy it. That's fundamental to me because I believe that music is very important, and music can unlock a lot of feelings and emotions, um, and evoke certain reactions from people, and I'm absolutely astounded by it. And bass is one of those instruments that in music that helps evoke that feeling. It can be happy, it can be sad, and I believe that's important. And that's kind of who I am. The second is this. Inside this bag are bullet casings, shotgun casings, what have you. I am a very thorough believer in a constitution of gun rights and two-way causes. I do have weapons. I believe they are great for protecting my family, and nothing will sway me from that. In the right hands, that is important. And not a lot of people know that, but it is very core to who I am. The next one is the cross. I am Christian, and I do believe in the Bible, but it is core and fundamental to who I am as a person and how I have my outlook. um, interacting with people, and who I strive to be that other people see each day. Next, I am a father. I have a little daughter, and she's 11 years old. Being a father is core and fundamental to who I am. It is everything. And I now understand, after having a child, how key and fundamental being a father is to raising a little girl. My last identity is actually the most important. This is my brother. More specifically, he is my identical twin. Now, here's the kicker. We were told growing up that we were fraternal twins all of our lives. Then our parents passed on, they went on to glory. And for kicks and giggles, I decided to do an ancestry test just to see what we are literally made of. And our ancestry results came back, and it showed that we are ethnically the same percentage everywhere. And that got us to wondering, are we really fraternal? And we had some genetic testing done, and it came back that we found out we are identical twins. So we've only lived for the past 2 years with this new knowledge. In this new construct, we've actually been identical twins this entire time. Our parents never knew it. And he is, this identity of being identical twins is absolutely core, absolutely fundamental to who I am as a human being. Even though it's shared with my twin, it indicates and it suggests something very significant to me, that he and I are one. We started out as the same being, we have the same genetic code, then we became two different. It still blows my mind to this day, but it is still significant to me. And there's nothing that I would not do. So I know this video has run a little long, but I felt compelled to share each one of these in depth. And I hope this video finds you guys well, and that you guys are having a very great day. Thank you.